Hello, my fellow nerds, and welcome to the Nerd Empire. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today, and I hope you all will enjoy today's reaction video. With that being said, let's get right into it, shall we? Alright, we have here an Asmongold video, and this one is called "The UK is Finally Healing. Leftists are not happy." I don't think I know a single time when leftists are happy. You can't make them happy, no matter what. Even they themselves cannot make themselves happy.
So Rupert Lowe posted this on his Twitter feed, and man, this is funny. I mean, this is great framing, right? I'm delighted to release Restore Britain's first ever party political broadcast, and it's this guy. I don't know who he is. I don't know who Words by Curtis on TikTok is, but my God.
It's just a fat retard. I mean, there's a lot of them. This is another one. Yeah.
Am I going to stereotype the hell out of him? On the assumption
yes,
that he looks and sounds exactly like I expect his political opinions to be.
Yes.
And clearly, he's really, really bothered about Restore Britain. We're going to watch it. Let's see if we can get through it without cracking.
Well, Asmon says he's a fat retard, and he honestly looks like a fat retard. They kind of mutated into a creature that's forever angry. That dysgenic of a face. I've seen what makes them happy, and I despise them for it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know these lot that are saying vote Restore Britain? Are you alright?
Yeah. Yeah, we finally got something we can do.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Yeah,
the thing is,
fine.
I wanted to save this for a bit later in this video, but I'll get it out of the way now. Nigel Farage was not who you thought he was, right? You thought he was some far-right radical. You thought that he was someone who was actually a racist, where actually Nigel Farage was deeply stung by allegations of racism every time, which is why you kept leveling them, which is why kept whipping him with this word. And this is why he's lost.
Dude looks like his parents are siblings. No, I had some hope in Nigel, but he backed down too easily.
So much support because he's afraid of people like you.
Exactly. No, I think that he's like Sargon's completely right about this analysis. Is that the moment that you allow people, the moment that you try to like disprove the labels that people put on you, you are now operating inside of their frame of influence, because now they can control you by framing your views in a way that's advantageous to themselves. And you see, Rupert Lowe doesn't give a fuck about that. Like, you call me whatever you want, doesn't matter. I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. That's the right way to explain it, because you have to exist inside of your frame. The moment that you try to allow them to put you into their frame, and then they tell you that you're a racist, what that does is that is like an accusation that now you have to disprove. That gives them power over you. Never give them that opportunity.
And now,
that's what I think.
You've made it so that only someone who is immune to your special magical word of hate can actually stand up and say, okay, well, it's got to be us.
It's going to happen.
Because we don't care about this person's opinion.
He's right.
We don't care the magic words he's going to try and use to shut us down. We don't care about any of that.
Yes.
That just doesn't have any effect on us whatsoever.
Wait. Is that a British iDubbbz? Which is why the "yeah" and is so powerful. When you ignore the label and keep moving forward, they can't stop you. Yeah. Sad though, a lot of people can't ignore that.
And so now, he can't believe what he's hearing.
Yes.
Am I happy?
Well, this is the main thing that they're afraid of. The main thing that people like this fat retard are afraid of is people no longer giving any sort of credibility to their grievance. Because the only power that people like this have is through complaining. And the moment that you stop listening and you start laughing that they're complaining is the moment that all of their influence evaporates.
Yeah, the only I'll add to that the one thing I think that started all that gives them total power and keeps giving them total power is their victimhood complex. They act like victims to everything and trying to get sympathy points, so therefore they have power from being a fucking victim. As soon as we stop treating them like the little stupid retarded victims that they are, they'll lose all the power they've accumulated and will just fade into the dark. These people have never experienced a true ist or phobe or ism. Ist or ism. But yeah, they've never it's like if these people want to be victims, then they should be an actual victim. Their victimhood is just because their feelings are hurt, because people aren't doing things the way that they want them to do. The world isn't conforming to them and what they want. That's the only reason they consider themselves a victim, is because they're not getting their way like a fucking child. These people have no idea what it's like to be an actual victim of something. You want to be you want to know what a victim is? Go talk to somebody who is an actual victim. And if you don't feel like the biggest dick in the world, then you are not somebody who should be listened to. You need to realize your stupidity and retardation and learn to grow the fuck up.
Because they don't actually have anything beyond that.
I think you need to have a little lie down, mate. Have you seen this Rupert Lowe fella?
Yeah, he seems pretty sensible to me.
Yeah.
You seen what he's up to?
Yeah, he's organising a political party. It seems to be going great. Yeah. 100,000, 110, 113,000 plus in the first month.
It's a lot of people.
Branches opening up. Massive splash on social media. Yeah, it seems that he's doing something quite interesting, actually. It seems that a lot of people are getting on board. Just saying.
He wants to deport fucking everyone, mate. He don't...
I don't see the problem with that. Look, unless this should go with any country. Unless you are a legal citizen of the country you are wanting to live in, you should not be there. Once, like, if your student visa runs out, if your work visa runs out, and you decide not to become a legal citizen of that country, I'm sorry, you should leave. Whether you like it or not, you are not allowed to be there longer than your visa allows, or if you have gotten in there through illegal means. No country should have any sort of leeway with that. Like, the moment the country finds out your visa has expired, they should say, hey, if you want to stay here longer, please either renew your visa or legally go through the channels to become a citizen. If you can't do any of that, I'm sorry, you have to leave. No exceptions. And for those who got here illegally through whatever means that goes against the rules and laws, they need to be deported right away. You can't be here because you want to be. You can't be in any country because you want to be without following the laws and rules, and you can't act like a stupid, retarded, fucktard victim because they're not doing what you want. I still can't get over the anti-AI dude I was talking to the other day. He was losing the argument, getting made fun of on his own post, and used AI for a retort because he had none. It was made fun of you more if I'm able to easily debunk you in an argument and slow jog at making someone look derpy. You are derp. I don't either. If people come legally, no one has an issue with it. It's the damned leeches who come here and demand we give them free shit while the native population is forced to bankroll it. People really do need to travel outside their safe Western countries to see how the rest of the world lives. Might help them appreciate what they have a little more. Yeah, and when it comes to like immigration stuff, compared to a lot of other countries like in Europe or Asia, we, sadly enough, here in America are pretty goddamn lenient. Try doing the shit the people are doing here in America to other countries. You're going to find out real fucking quick how stupid that decision is. Because a lot of countries are a lot more strict with their immigration laws than we are here in America.
Wait, he just wants to get rid of them. Rupert Lowe retweeted this and he posted it. He said, "This is our first campaign ad."
I'm sold. Why do I sign up?
All right, you got me.
I don't think any logically thinking, rational, realistic person wants any sort of immigrant coming into their country through illegal means and then trying to live off stipends or handouts or anything, because it takes away from the taxpayers' dollars. It makes society worse, and it doesn't benefit the actual native people of the country at all. Why would any rationally, realistic, logically thinking person want illegals in their country? It is a detriment to the society of said country. These people don't think logically. These people do not care if their society collapses. They care if the person's feelings are hurt, or if their ideologies or whatever stupid fucking excuse they can come up with. Oh, like the retards that were protesting Palestine and Egypt and literally said, "We can do this in America, why not here?" And then was forcibly contained and sent back home. Yeah, it's like, it's especially with yeah, it's just most of the shit people can do here in America are not really tolerated anywhere else in the world. We are a pretty tolerant country and sadly, some of the things that we are tolerant with, we really shouldn't be. Yeah, even refugees can be ungrateful. A few years ago, Polish priests rescued Syrian Christian Philly and gave them everything for free: jobs, house, schools, etc. Then ran away in the middle of the night to Germany because Polish socials is limited. Used to have the same freedoms here implicitly. Now we need a Bill of Rights. The protesters waving other nations' flags should have been treated as enemy combatants. Yeah, it's just, look, I'm fine if you're proud of the country you came from, but don't go around waving these other flags here in America, saying that America sucks and all this sort of shit. It's like, if you're gonna do that stuff, why don't you just go back to your own country? Oh, because I don't want to. It's worse. Well, then stop fucking saying that America sucks if you prefer to live here over your own fucking country. God, there's like something in my nose that's tickling it every time I talk. BRB gonna take a cat nap. All right. No, it's like every time I talk, there's something like that's inside my nose that's tickling it. Oh, UK police announced today that they aren't going to actively prosecute speech online anymore. Well, that's good. I thought that was one of the most retarded things ever. It's like jailing people because they said something that hurt somebody's feelings. It's like, if you don't want to get your feelings hurt being online, then don't fucking go online. You're gonna see a lot of shit that's gonna hurt your goddamn feelings. The internet is not a safe space in any way, shape, or form. In any regards of the words safe space, it is not. The internet is full of vile shit.
Wants to support quite everyone, does he? I mean, this is very similar to the Boris Johnson thing. Oh, he's homophobic and racist and this and that. And everyone was like, well, give him a majority. It turns out Boris Johnson is a wet lib as well. And Nigel Farage is basically the same. And this guy's like, oh, God, I think the real deal has finally come along. I think he actually just doesn't care about our moralizing.
That's right.
Our condemning of him.
That's right.
What are we going to do?
Exactly.
I think it's the same as with cyberbullying. The mute block buttons exist on almost everything, yet nobody uses it and then cries. What the fuck? Yeah, it's it's like, if you don't like something or something that someone says, block them, mute them, ignore them, you know. Or if you don't like a site because it's mean or whatever, don't go back to that site, blacklist it. There are many things you can do to block these things and people, and yet nobody does it. They let it persist, and they complain.
It's going to be a problem for you.
Don't even care. He's like, yeah, get rid of everyone. The only thing he seems to bother about is what the colour of their skin is. He's got this big thing. He's going, all these Pakistani grooming gangs. Here, mate. White people do that shit too.
Oh, come on.
It's not gonna work anymore. This is not gonna work anymore. I know you try to play this.
Yeah, these white people, whatever arguments or race arguments or whatever you want to call them, it's getting to the point where it's getting so ridiculous that nobody's going to believe them anymore. Nobody's going to take them serious anymore. As soon as somebody brings up the white race or the white card, the race card or whatever, you're immediately going to get disregarded as a fucking moron because nobody's going to take your argument seriously because the argument you seem to have come up with lacks any sort of intellectual promise. As Shu said before, the cult of the cry bully, always a victim, always demanding change in their favor, always retarded. Claiming the white people do that shit. The fuck we do. Race has nothing to fucking do with anything. I hate it's so intellectually dishonest to say that race is because of this or because of that. Race doesn't determine anything except the color of your fucking skin.
Game. I know you tried to do this. Oh, but what about sorry. The rape gangs are gonna be deported. It's gonna happen. Sorry. I know you want to keep them, but it's too bad.
Okay,
all right, see you later, Jaden.
That there was a parity between Pakistani rape gangs and white British rape gangs.
Right.
Let's assume that was true.
Right.
It's not. But let's assume, for the sake of his argument, that this is true. I mean, it's something like 30 to 1 or 20 to 1, something like that. It
seems a little low.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, there have been like 3 or 4 like white, working class rape gangs.
There's white people that have done things that are bad. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Found and arrested. No one's covered it up.
Yeah.
No one's been deplatformed for it. No one's been turned into a figure of hate for exposing it. The police actually did something about it. The political class condemned it, unlike with the Pakistani grooming gangs.
Can you explain to us why but whites do it too argument fails? How do you reason it out? Because it removes all context and nuance between the severity, frequency, and the amount of times that it's happening. So, like, if somebody does something once and then somebody else does something 50 times, then which one's the problem? Which one is the outlier? So there are always going to be, like, the reality is that there is an acceptable level of dysfunction that everybody is generally okay with. Like, you're never going to get rid of all crime. You're never going to get rid of every single bad actor. But there is a level in which you think that things are acceptable. And basically, it's about removing people that are above that level. And that's what's happening.
But let's assume...
So it's the per capita, basically. If you have one person that's like 10 times more likely to do something, then that's obviously much more substantial than somebody who's not. It's the same reason why somebody would rather have a girl babysit their kids than a boy. You know, like you have a young daughter. Do you want to have a girl babysitting your young daughter, or do you want to have a guy doing it? Well, probably, I would say like 90% of people would say a woman, right?
Yeah, I'd say when it comes to babysitter, more often than not, it's a woman, because we see woman as a person who instinctually knows how to care for a child more than a male does.
They'd be more comfortable that way. So that's the issue, is that everybody in their own behavior with their own lives and their own children will always make the decision that involves probability. But the moment that you apply that probability to like a social decision, somehow it's the wrong thing to do. I don't agree with that. I think that very clearly you should look at problem groups and address those problem groups first, because those are the most problematic, and you should be looking to do the most good. And if you focus on those people first, then you should look at, you know, probably making the biggest impact. That's the reason why.
There's a 1-for-1 ratio. For every Pakistani grooming gang, there's a white grooming gang.
Yes.
Does that make it okay? Does it make it so that we go, well, that's, you know, That's that job done. It's like, well, just one bad deed cancels out the other bad deed.
Yeah.
No. What we could do is halve the number of grooming gangs in the country by deporting those people who are foreign, who have been engaged in grooming.
Yeah.
So we would save half of the victims of the grooming gangs.
Yeah.
Now, we will save far more than half of the victims of the grooming gangs because the proportion is not parity, it's not 1 for 1. But this, even on its strongest interpretation, is a terrible argument.
Yes, it is.
What it says about this guy is that he's just fine.
Well, no,
with white working class girls being the victims of the groom gangs. He's just fine.
Well,
He doesn't.
The premise that he's putting on is that because white people do it too, then it's unfair to go after the Pakistanis that are doing it. But whenever they're doing it at a much higher ratio, then obviously that's the difference. So that's the idea. Like they try to create a false parity between British nationals doing this versus people that are, you know, like immigrants doing it. That's what they're trying to do.
Care. He doesn't care. He's literally trying to explain it away, as if this is just a natural force.
Yes.
There's just something that happens, part and parcel of living in a modern country.
Wow.
No, this is disgusting, and I'm glad that this guy is on the other side of whatever issue I'm on.
All right, but you don't seem to fucking post all over Facebook when they do it, do you?
No point. They go to jail.
Yeah, there's no reason to. Exactly. Like, yeah.
It doesn't take decades to send them to jail. It doesn't
And there aren't armies of people that are trying to rationalize, downplay, and delegitimize the, and trying to like reframe the, you know, the criminalization of their behavior as racism. That's the reason why it's not discussed. It's because everybody already agrees that it's bad.
They're raising
That's the reason
awareness
why.
to send them to jail.
Yeah.
I mean, all of the ones you see where it's like, oh, look, 9 of them have gone to jail for this, and it's literally like 90% Pakistani men. They're for historic crimes. They're for crimes that happened years ago.
Yes.
Those ones that are currently engaging in the crime now will, in a decade or two's time,
Still be in the
maybe,
legal system.
if we're lucky,
That's right.
go to jail, because for some reason, we just don't take this crime seriously when it's coming from a certain community.
Well, they're afraid to. They're afraid to because they're like these people, like there's a certain subset of Western people that would rather let their wives and daughters be raped constantly by like foreigners than be accused of being a racist.
I hate the fact that a lot of the people are afraid to go after these foreigners or people of different skin color because of how bad it will make them look, or just how bad PR they'll get. It's like, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter if what creed, race, ethnicity, religion, whatever they come from, whatever their background is, it should not matter. If they have committed the crime, be they alone or in a group, or if they're by themselves, the one should get prosecuted, you know, thrown in jail. Or if they're in a group, the entirety of the group should be taken in. We cannot be afraid to go after these people just because it will look bad. How you look does not fucking matter over the fact of protecting the citizens you were hired to protect. Do your fucking job. Arrest the people who have broken the law, no matter what they are or where they have came from. You need to protect the citizens you were hired to protect. Be you the lowest officer or in the highest position in fucking Congress or Senate. You need to do your fucking job that we hired you to do. Your native citizens come first. Fuck everybody else.
I know that sounds extreme, but it's true.
For you, the turn of the draw, the luck of the draw is, oh, what, we found a white
like
one.
They're
Oh my God, well, that was
generationally cooked.
unusual. Yeah, they're going to jail. They've just been caught. Now they're going to jail. It's like, well, okay, that's
really
good.
fucking crazy.
That's how
It
it
is.
should be. But why isn't that happening with all of them?
The worst part.
I know Asman has said something like this, but we need to get to a point where we are strict with the laws to the degree that these criminals are no matter what culture or where they're from, are afraid to commit them because they know they won't get away with it. They won't get sympathy or anything. They'll be afraid to commit them, even though they'll still fucking commit them because they're deranged and retarded as fucking hell. But we need to get to a point where they know that they can't get away with this shit because they can get sympathy from the masses. 16 years ago, you can learn from psychology books that stereotypes can be good because it helps you avoid danger. X group of teenagers on your path.
He doesn't even care.
Uh-huh.
Hello, Gig. Thank you for the birthday wish.
He doesn't care. Right.
That was actually a lot more than I expected. I didn't realize there was that much. That was a lot.
That's the point we needed to get to, wasn't it?
And thank you, Lunar.
That's the point it had to get to. There was no reasonable discourse with the other side at any point.
Yes.
We're like, hey guys, we can tolerate multiculturalism and immigration and whatnot. Can we just have fewer rape gangs, please? We would like fewer children raped. And you were like, no, absolutely not.
Of course not.
That is core to our philosophy and worldview and future plans for this country. White children being raped. That was his.
Yep.
He's literally just come out and said, no, I don't care. I don't care because it happened on both sides. Therefore, it's equal. Therefore, it's the same. Therefore, there's nothing wrong with it. That was literally his frame. And now he's just like, wow, this guy just doesn't care that I'm shaming him over things. I can't believe he's not listening to me and treating me like I'm engaged in a dialogue with him.
Well, because the moment that these people lose influence is the moment that you decide they lose influence. The moment that you just stop listening to them is the moment that they disappear. The moment that, like, you just say, you know what? I don't give a shit what you think. Think whatever you want. Say whatever you want. And I think that I'm a great example of that. Every single day, there is like some viral campaign to get me deplatformed because I've said something. Right? Like whether it was me saying that I thought that guy was, I didn't give a fuck if that guy died. I said Rip Bozo. Or me, what was the one from 2 days ago? Oh yeah, me talking about blowing up the Iranian people's houses, the IRGC leaders. It's like every single day there's a new campaign to get me banned. Now, what has that accomplished? Nothing. It's literally nothing because it doesn't matter.
The dialogue.
It's kind of like the way of South Park. There's like nothing these people can do to get rid of him.
Look, it's only ever been one way. Me berating
which
you.
one? Yes.
And now you've got people like, don't respect your opinion.
Yes.
Don't care about your opinion
That's right.
on anything ever. And he's just like, wow, this guy just doesn't care. It's like,
exactly.
and that's the superpower.
Yes.
Just
That's exactly
begin at the position where people like him, his opinions,
Don't matter.
their opinion.
Griffin, why don't you have a throne? Because I figure nobody wants to buy me stuff. So here I just have a donation goal and a Twitch sub goal. That's all I got.
It's irrelevant.
Just don't matter.
That's right.
And actually, we can do whatever we like.
That's fucking right. Exactly. I'm so glad more people are saying this.
We can march
Thank
forward
God.
and win on
Yep.
the merits of the arguments. And people like this, we don't owe them anything. We don't have to
Don't have to
listen
do
to them.
anything. Don't have to
They
listen.
sure as hell don't
Exactly.
listen to us. So why should it be reciprocal?
When
Yes.
he gets called a racist, he posts on Facebook all the time going, oh, apparently saying this makes me a racist. Oh, well. Oh, well.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Wait, you're not self-flagellating yourself and trying to look for our approval and making sure that we're okay with what you're saying? Wait, what do you mean? No, you have to do that. You have to look for my approval. What do you mean you don't care about my approval? What? Oh, no. Yep.
Oh well.
Damn.
Hard on life, isn't it?
Is that what you want to teach children in this country?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
I don't know whether you've noticed, but 30.
Will the donation goal still be open in the beginning of April? Yeah, the donation goal and the Twitch sub goal will be going until the end of the streaming marathon. So it'll be open from now until the end of the stream on April 4th.
8% of the children in this country aren't British, or like white British. And that's an issue, right? We don't want to become a minority in our own country. And I know you think that's racist. I know you think it's racist to not want to be a minority in your own country, but I don't think it is. I just don't think that is. And so it's got to the point now.
I don't think there's... I'd have to agree. I don't think there's anything wrong with not wanting to be a minority in your own country. I mean, I think that's pretty reasonable to... a reasonable thought to have. I don't think anybody wants to be a minority in their own country.
Well, where just don't care.
Okay, yeah? That being a racist is all right. Fucking grow up, mate. Seriously.
Well, I mean, the thing...
Grow up. Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen, let me tell you what to do. Wait, you can't ignore me. You can't just not listen to what my viewpoints are.
There's loads of
For me, if I think your viewpoints are retarded and illogical and not based in reality and not realistic, yeah, I'm going to fucking ignore you or call you a retard. Because you're being one. I want my grandchildren to be the same as my children. They should look like their parents. Yeah.
racism that comes from minority communities to the white British community. There's loads of it. I mean, the grooming gangs themselves were a racist phenomenon. So you've got to, and this is not going on about all of the other smaller things, the beatings, the territorialism.
Yep, that's right.
The graffiti in Birmingham, no white men, or no white people after 8 p.m. or whatever it was the other day. Like, acting as if it's only one way. I know you've got your rationale to say that it can only be one way.
Yes.
But acting like it's only coming from one way means that, again, you think it's fine that they do these things.
Yes.
You think it's fine. You think that they're entitled to. You think it's good that they do it. That you're fine with it. You think the way things should be is minority communities being racist to the majority English community until the majority English community becomes themselves a minority.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, how are they going to treat us then? They're going to be like, well, we were racist to you this whole time, but now we're not going to be racist to you.
Well, the reason why is because he's looking for their approval, and also on top of that, and you have to understand that, like, a lot of these kinds of people, like, if you look at this guy, he's a fat, weird retard. And because of that, he has to do things that people that aren't fat, weird retards don't have to do in order to attract women. So a lot of the reasons why these guys have these performative values is because they think that they can farm women that will agree with these values. Because you can see very clearly that there's a lot of women that do think like this. I think there's a lot of psychological and, you know, like biological reasons for that. But this is the reason why they do it, right? Is they will cuck themselves out, and they view this performative politics as a mating ritual. This is a mating strategy for them. And so they do this, and they virtue signal this way in order to let women know that they are on board with them. Basically, their version of a mating strategy is compliance and obedience. That's basically what they do. This is a huge factor. And one thing you'll notice with a lot of these people, not all of them obviously, but a lot of them, is that they're fat, weird losers. They are. They're fat, weird, cringe losers. And that's the reason why so many of them do this.
I am a fat, weird loser, but I am one who actually thinks logically and is based in reality and, you know, has a set of fucking morals and a conscience.
It's so they can be around women and gain the approval of women. That's it. It's a beta male strategy.
Bro looks like he drives an electric free candy van.
It's unironically beta male strategy.
I don't think that's going to work.
Absolutely.
I don't think that's how it's going to be.
It's a huge factor.
And I don't think that actually the kids need Rupert Lowe to tell them to look after themselves and stick together. I've got kids living in this multicultural society, and all of the kids in the schools do it. They all stick together. because it's just not safe like it used to be.
Seriously, being a racist has no fucking place in this country, yeah?
Says who? What does that even mean?
Says who?
What is this country? Do you think
Oh,
that
God.
people feeling like it belongs to them
There
and
we
they
go.
belong to it has no place in the country, which is what you're
Says
describing
who?
as racism, by the way. Something as trivial as that
Man.
is racism. And who decided this? When did this? When was this
Yeah.
handed down from on high?
Who decided that? Oh, well, it's actually my opinions have to be accurate.
Who was the
I honestly, when it comes to these words, racist, sexist, homophobe, you know, all the isms and phobias, I wish people would stick to what the actual definition of the word is. But I know that is asking a lot, because I know they don't have the mental or intellectual capacity to do that. And it's sad. It is really sad that the brain capacity has gone down this much. Only racists call other people racist so quickly. Being racist guarantees your survival against an encroaching force that is seeking to breed you out of existence. Redefining words to set the narrative is how they sow confusion. Yeah.
profits of leftists?
There have been people who have predicted that after generations of interracial breeding, interracial couple, all this sort of stuff, that at some point in human history there will eventually be one skin color. There will no longer be multiple skin colors because people have interracially bred to the point where there will no longer be multiple skin colors. I'm not sure if that'll ever come true, but there are people who have predicted that.
Who decided that actually, but you're not allowed to be a racist here. Says who?
Yep.
This is not a country of divide. This is not a country of aggression.
What?
Then why are you
We
importing
have the
people
world's
that
largest.
The racist community is very inclusive. They don't care who you are or what you are. You just have to be racist. The most inclusive community. Hello, Test. Thank you for the birthday wish.
Empire.
Yeah.
How is that not a country of
true.
aggression? What are you
It's
talking?
true, yeah. I mean, that's another thing, too, yeah. Britain used to be running the whole fucking world. You guys would just take over a fucking country because you feel like it. And now you can't even keep your own fucking cities. What the hell happened?
Talking about? What?
Oh, my God.
This is just left-wing value rhetoric, isn't it?
Yeah,
I've got a series of values. Okay.
that's right.
Well, do the rapists in the rape gangs agree with those values?
No, they don't.
And if they don't, which they don't seem to, judging by their actions,
Those groups don't care about anybody's values. They just say, "Fuck your values. I'm going to do what I want."
I think you might not be correct, mate.
Yeah.
This is a country of patience, of peace, of community, of acceptance, yes?
Nah, I'm sorry,
No.
I'm done with that.
Yep.
Done with all that.
The country that tried to rule the fucking world. Yeah, they're really a country of patience and of community.
Done it. Tried it. Got tens of thousands of children raped.
Yep.
Loads of terror attacks.
Coming to America near you.
British people displaced.
I do think that whenever this finally boils over in Europe, I think it will be very.
That is why they are hell-bent on disarming us. They disarmed the people over in the UK and demonized and punished anyone who fought back. Yeah, good luck trying to disarm Americans. We love our Second Amendment.
I think that Donald Trump winning emboldened a lot of people in Europe to be more aggressive, and I hope that eventually Europe will embolden people in the United States to do the same thing.
From their own cities. The government persecuting them
I hope
when
so.
children are murdered. We've tried all of that. Too many
Yes.
kids raped, too many kids killed, too many people, lives made miserable, lives ruined because of all of this. We've tried all of it. It's over.
Yep.
Get used to it. That's over, mate.
So people like Rupert Lowe, yeah? Fucking move on, son.
Fucking
Nah,
move on.
nah, we've tried it. We've been there. We've done it. And we're not having it. And this is the kind of person.
Patience, peace. Has this guy ever been to history class? or at the very least read a Wikipedia page. Well, I shouldn't assume he's intelligent. It's what's the new buzzword they use? I don't know.
He's going to be really upset about that, but I'm sorry.
They come up with
Terribly
something new
sorry.
every day.
We've been there, we've done that, we've tried it, we've got the shirt, we're covered in blood,
Yes.
we've lost family members, and we've had enough. We've just had enough of it.
That's right.
Your view of the world leads to terror. We're not having that. We're having our view of the world, which leads to peace, harmony, and the things you claim to want.
That's right.
That's what we're doing. Link in the description if you're British or in Britain. Come and join Restore Britain. Again, more than 113,000 members.
Let me link you guys
something
the
like that.
video.
We want to catch up to whoever's next. It's in 4th place at the moment,
Yep.
past the Tories. Let's keep going. Spread the word. Join the party. Get involved.
Good for
So
him.
Rupert
I'm glad.
Looks like the type who edits Wikipedia to match his worldview. Yeah. Mr. Fruit Punch Kool-Aid Head Fuzz would faint if he heard the song Everyone's a Little Bit Racist from Avenue Q.
He's actually
Once again, in
just a second. I'm glad he's actually advocating for something like this that I do really think matters a lot. I think it's great to see it. And over time,
Look at that. Look at how many videos he has in his watch later. 4,996 videos in his watch later. Jesus Christ. And I thought I had a lot.
I think that more people will start to realize that this is the only real outcome that you can have, right? Can you link the video? Yeah, I'll link you guys the video. I've been watching Sargon of Akkad since, like, I don't know, 2015 or something like that. Maybe before or somewhere around there. Like, very, very long time. I've known the guy forever. So, yeah, huge fan of him. I think, obviously, like, again, and this kind of person, right? This is the main enemy. Like, I view this person as like a larger enemy of Western culture than even the rape gangs, because the rape gangs are just bad actors that have no vested interest inside of the country. And you really just look at them as invaders that are just trying to do whatever they can to take advantage of, you know, a system that is stupid, right? And obviously, yeah, it doesn't mean that they're good. Obviously, they're not good. But I view these people to be the most evil because they're the ones that have the opportunity to make the world a better place, especially for people like them and for their country. And instead, they trade it away in order to get approval from other people, right? And Trump tweet, well, where's Donald?
Yeah, those type of people, I don't think they truly care about making the world a better place. They care more about getting the most amount of people to like them, to approve of them, and all this sort of stuff. Because if they can't get that, then they don't have a reason to fucking live or do anything. They need approval. They feed off of it. They live off of it. It is their lifeblood. If they can't get approval, if they can't get likes, if they can't get all this sort of stuff, they sort of just start to wither and die. So it's just, they have to do that. So like you said, I agree with him on that. Those type of people are the most dangerous to society because they don't try and improve society for everyone around them. They try and improve it for themselves and those like them, just so they can keep playing their victimhood complex, so they can get more likes, so they can get more approval, and fuck everyone else. Meanwhile, the rest of us look inward and don't need outside approval. Every second counts, yeah.
Trump's tweet? I haven't seen this at all. Let me go and see if I can find this. I don't know what it is. What did he type? And Iran just published the exact list of targets they will strike if Trump bombs their power grid. Oh boy. What is this here? So these are all the different things they're going to attack. Okay, let me go back and see. And Truth Social. Okay. No, this isn't it. This isn't it. There's no tweet at all. What are you guys talking about? Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean? Where's it at? I don't see it. Like, is this something I looked at? Like, where is it? It's not on X either? Yeah, I think y'all are making it up, guys. People are making it up. What the hell's going on here? In simpler words, traitors are worse than enemies. Yes, I think so too. I'm black. I was raised in a white family, and I have strong conservative values. Apparently, my liberal things think I'm racist. Oh, a lot of people think that. I mean, they just conflate that for any reason. I mean, that's just it. Diagnosis of bruised and left jaw, surgical pain. Oh, this is the same guy. Damn foreigner will be forcibly deported for crime of injury. This is the guy that they that was assaulted, I think, or it was somebody. But yeah, it's just fucking insane to see this happen. And no, I don't think that there's any statement that Trump made, right? I mean, I could be wrong, but like I'm not seeing anything like that. I'm scrolling down, I don't see it. I mean,
Truth Social is fun, but it's a flashbang. Hi, Griffin. Happy. Cerulli, thank you very much for the birthday wish, and hello. Hope you're doing well.
if there was something, I probably would have seen it. So you got to visit McConnell's church. Yeah, sure. And then what is this here? Oh, it's a comment about me. I didn't see that. Well, that's too bad. Anyway, I'm subhuman trash. I did read that. I mean, again, a lot of people have opinions about the things that I say, or they're unhappy about them or whatever. Keep crying about it. Keep crying about it. Keep bitching about it. Keep getting mad. It doesn't matter. Nobody gives a shit. Like, that's about it, right? I mean, there's always going to be more people that do that, but you know, again, like if you make those kinds of people mad, then I think obviously you're doing the right thing. So didn't they already call you subhuman trash? They're running out of insults. Of course they are, because that's all they can do. And so again, who cares? It doesn't.
It's all these people ever do. They can't come up with a good logical argument. So the next best thing they can do is just insult you, be it your personality, your looks, your life. That's the first thing they do when you come at them with a logical, rational, realistic rebuttal. And if they can't come up with anything to argue against you, their first reaction is to insult you as a person. And as soon as they start doing that, you know you have won immediately, because they can't do anything else.
Doesn't matter. They're just a bunch of retards.
Gotta love it, though. Gotta love it. As shitty as these people are, they give us endless content to make. People thought Mythic dropping Asmon would be a good thing. Nope, he's tripling down harder, and I'm here for it. As retarded as these people are, I'm thankful for all the content they give us. We're never going to run out of shit. Well, that is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give a like and subscribe. I post videos 3 to 5 days a week here. I also post videos over on my other channel for gaming as well. So please make sure to give that a look-see. See if you enjoy that as well. I also stream anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week as well. Links to all my social medias will be on my YouTube page. And with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.